maybe even the Vox Machina characters, so I think it's pretty safe to assume that that's not the last you've seen of them. There might be some extremely cool things coming in the future.
Nice. Teaser. Hi.
Hi, my name is Clifford Holt, and I'm from Kirkland, Washington, just across the bay.
Awesome.
I have a question. You guys are married, and there's also the Matt and Marisha dynamic.
Yeah, and Sam and Liam.
Yeah. I wasn't aware of that one. But no, the question I have is, how did Vex's relationship with Percy, how did you guys feel about that in your real lives? Because that was kind of personal stuff.
That was awesome. I had to watch my wife flirt with Allison. That was amazing. I was the biggest fan of that whole thing. I shipped it, all right? I shipped it. I had to look up that term, but I FedEx ship it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't weird at all. Like, luckily, Liam and Marisha kind of paved the way for all like our childish stuff to get out of our system, so that when me and Percy started, flirting, then it was like, oh, everyone's comfortable with this all of a sudden.
Yeah, they bore the brunt of all.
Oh, they really did of all of us.
Guys. We didn't know what they were doing. We're like, what's this romance at our table? Are you serious?
What are you guys doing?
And it was so awkward that we were like, okay, goodbye, Pink.
Oh, so good. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Oliver. I'm from Canadian Seattle, or Vancouver, British Columbia. And could go into spoilers at the end of the last campaign, so cover your ears. You've also had time, so you should have watched it. What were the moments like following that 9th level counter spell?
Oh God.
It was heavy stuff, man.
It was freaking heavy.
Heavy stuff. I was just trying not to cry, because I was like, I am not going to cry on this show.
You did cry.
I got misty.
I saw water in your eyeballs.
That's because someone spit in my eyeball.
Yeah, it was heavy stuff, man. Those last couple episodes.
Plus Sam crying,
like Liam is an emotional guy, and you kind of get used to it because like Vax was an emotional character, but then Scanlan was so not an emotional character, and then to see Sam go there and like know their relationship is so good. Those guys are good.
It was so good.
Yeah, and then we all just like went and got drunk probably. I can't
No,
remember.
that's exactly what happened. It was straight to the pub after that.
As you should.
Yeah, indeed.
Did you cry?
On the inside.
Me too, beard brother. Me too.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey, how's it going? I'm John from 3 blocks away. So my question is, when you're playing a home game, you can afford to have a couple people just kind of coast by for a few hours, as long as about half your people are bringing it. Everyone brings it every single Thursday that you're playing. So does the pressure ever kind of build? Do you ever feel like overwhelmed? Like, God, I just want to wait on my phone for about 3 hours?
No, I mean, it becomes like this little cycle of energy. Like, we kind of warm up into it at the beginning. You can kind of feel like people taking little pot shots and just throwing things out and seeing who's going to grab it and run with it. But there's never any pressure. Like, even last night, there were so many great things happening with you and with Taliesin, and Sam was going bananas, and then Matt's NPC, that I was just like, I'm right here. I'm just spectating. Like, I have nothing to add to it. So there's never pressure. Like,
I feel like, I mean, when you're playing at home, if there's like a one-on-one moment, or if like a couple of people are going shopping, then other people from the table like get up and like go snack or whatever. And I think that's the only big difference, is that we, for the most part, we sit there and we're in it. But I like that we get to witness that interaction with other people.
miss that snack table though.
I do miss our brunches. I do miss the mimosas. But yeah, no, I think, you know, everybody, we just like enjoy watching each other play.
Thank you. Hi.
Hello. My name is Brian Butler from Mount Lake Terrace, Washington. And the only thing better than screwing with your DM is screwing with your DM by screwing with each other. So what is your best in-group conspiracy, whether in Critical Role or in any game you've played?
In-group conspiracy?
Yeah.
Like what? I don't understand. Like what? Like what?
Has anybody in your group ever backstabbed anyone else, or has there been like multiple players conspiring against one other character?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Liam and I had a whole, like, ooh,
Frank
that
Gore.
bastard. When he shaved half of Grog's beard, I was like,
That
I
was
will see
legitimate
you at the
anger.
break.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything intentionally to mess with Matt just yet. Because if we do something really wacky, he just thinks that's like really good gameplay. Like when before the stream started at the house, there was a moment where we were in a fighting tournament against 4 wizards, and Sam leaned over and he was like, "If I summon a pony, will you do something terrible to it so we can intimidate them?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he summoned a pony and I chopped its head off with an axe and smeared the gore all over ourselves. And we started like, "Ah!" And Matt was like, "I love it." I can't break this guy.
He likes the weird stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Nicole and I'm from Kirkland. And my question is, Liam has a D20 made from a meteor. Do you have a favorite cool set of dice, or what is your favorite set of dice to play with?
I'll be back.
That's a wonderful question. So I have a giant bag that's the size of, you know, my head. That's filled with all of like the colorful like plastic dice. And then in my box, I have my sets of like precious ones. So I've got the amethyst set, and I've got a blue sandstone, which is really pretty because they're sparkly, and like an opalite one, and really, I mean, oh, I have a gold one for that.
Oh my God. You think she's kidding too. I try and like throw out sets of dice like one at a time. Remember Tim Robbins in The Shawshank Redemption, how he would shuffle little pieces of the wall out of the jail? I'll like walk out with like a couple dice in my hand and she's like, "Where are you going?"
You cannot get rid of them. No. I think like in every single room in our house, in every single nook and cranny, there's little dice hidden everywhere.
That's not a joke.
No, they really are.
There's like some on the windowsill, there's some in the fireplace, there's
Yeah.
some in the...
It's just so, like, you know, as I'm going about my day, I can be like, how am I going to do cooking this dinner today? Pretty good. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Malcolm McLean. I'm from Lummi Island, Washington.
Nice to meet you, Malcolm.
I expected no applause. I don't know who that is either.
Hey, you got it.
Oh, there I am. I'm a little nervous.
It's horrible to see yourself that big, isn't it? It's terrible.
That is terrifying.
I know, man.
Any D&D creature you could ever encounter. So for Liam O'Brien's one shot, I don't know if you guys remember that was this crazy like.
I remember.
Oh yeah. I know towards like the end it was very emotional kind of.
Is that the speak and spell one?
That's the one where
Yeah,
I
that
had to
is the
leave,
speak and spell
remember?
one. Yes.
I was gone
That is
for the
what that
second
one
half
is.
of it.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So okay, I guess for Travis, what were like? I don't know. How did you feel about that? What were the emotions aside from laughter at the ridiculous?
I can't not laugh when he does the speak and spell voice. It's ridiculous. Oh, I mean, it was very sweet what was being said, but I could not get past the fact that I can't do it. That was my best.
Terrible.
Can we get ready? No, you have to inhale talk. I can't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't bad.
I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, no, it was very sweet, the notions, and I was trying to be a good friend by not laughing in an absurd way, but it happened. and I'm not
I was
sorry.
really sad I missed it because I feel like I would have been really emotional for it.
It was really good. And then
Yeah.
quick follow-up for Grog.
Yes.
Now, if you remember going down into the tavern and you met the really cool dude with the long dreads.
So many taverns.
Oh, yeah. Do you remember the one with the Goliath drummer?
Oh, yeah, she was amazing.
Did you ever get hitched?
No.
Oh, okay.
You
Well,
cannot keep a good Goliath down.
Did you ever see her again?
Oh, yeah. She totally stalks me and stuff.
do you ever offer like cheesecake on Tuesdays? Is it one of those situations?
Maybe.
That's all I want to know. Right. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Steve Hayes. I'm from Maple Valley, Washington. Wow, that's crazy here. So, yeah, all right. There's like 4 more of us here.
Steve Hayes!
All right, yeah. So, Travis, I've heard you say before that you actually like playing bad stats. I was curious, if you had to choose, what stat would you choose to be terrible, and how would you play it?
Oh man, well because my intelligence was so great last campaign, I made sure that it was better. So I quickly put one of my lowest numbers in strength this time, just because I wanted to see what the handicap would be like, and Jester's like hauling around all the heavy stuff, and you notice I'm not doing anything. When Yasha was in, she was like, let's arm wrestle, and I was like, yeah, let's not. So I think it's fun to play those handicaps. People are like, oh, you have a low wisdom, so you shouldn't be so good at tactical things. But I mean, I think I don't think you have to play each stat category accurately. I think it's good to pick 1 or 2 and make that like part of your character. Because if you try and keep track of all 6, that's tough.
I'm keeping really good track of all my stats and I'm playing them perfectly.
Your low stat's 16, so it's a little rough to...
Yeah. Thank you! Amazing! Get that guy something.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Sergio. I'm originally from Puerto Rico. Immigrants, we get the job done! Been in this Spokane for the last few years. It's amazing to finally see you guys. I just had one question for you. And so, Kelsey, the lady that asked the first question over here, she's actually my girlfriend. And, right? I love her to death. And I wanted to ask you two for your blessing. I've lived with you for the past almost 5 years, and I can't imagine spending any more of my life without you. I love you more than a natural 20 could ever give. Kelsey, will you marry me?
Wait. Did she say yes?
Do you guys want to tag along? Congrats, cookies.
Yeah, come on, man. Go get some damn tag-along.
Congratulations.
No pressure for your question.
Don't worry, bro. You got the
your
time.
girlfriend or your,
Totally ready. Congratulations, you guys. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Enjoy those tag-alongs.
Congrats, bro.
All right. Like I said, no pressure, but go ahead. What's up,
My name's Justin. I'm from Edmonds, Washington.
No, it's not Justin. Your name is Sam.
My name is Sam. And I was just wondering, now that we're a couple months in the new season, do you miss Trinket?
Why would you do that? Just hand them the mobile and you're gonna
I miss Trinket every single day. But the good thing is that we still have the bears up at the studio. So they're just not on camera. So I go in and I hug them. Quite often. I really do.
And we have like 6 little stuffed trinkets all over the house.
We do, yeah. The big tall one that's like, that was on set the whole time, like he gives really good hugs. Like, I'm not gonna lie, you go up and you hug it, it feels like his arms are hugging you. Because
He hugs back.
oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, he
Love
totally
it.
hugs back.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Matt from Peel, Washington. 2 things. One, I hope this wasn't said last night because I still haven't seen the episode.
Okay.
But I just want to say one thing to your character, Travis. Ford, focus when using spells.
I shall.
Second thing is, Laura, I'm sure this is no for you, but Travis, are you getting tired of the Ford, seaman, and cowboy jokes?
Nope.
There you have it.
Bring 'em on.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm David from about 5 miles from here.
Hi,
Hey, David.
And my question is, when you were playing the first campaign, you played, Grog was the barbarian and berserker, and Vex was a archer, right?
Ranger, yeah.
And how hard was it when making your new characters to, what was the process you went through with choosing the classes and races?
Right, yeah.
That's a good question. That's a hard one. We struggled.
Yeah.
I struggled.
You struggle.
You actually made up a character and then I tried to steal it.
Yeah.
And then you made up another character to be accommodating and then I tried to steal it.
So originally I was going to be a cleric, and then he was like, cleric sounds cool.
I want to be a blood cleric.
I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. I'm going to make a warlock. So I made a warlock.
I want to play a warlock hexblade.
Yeah, so it was like, as soon as I started talking about the class and going like, oh my god, and I can do this and I can do that, he went, that's cool, I want to do that too.
This is a true story. It was bad. I was the second to last person to come up with a character outside of Ashley.
Yeah.
Just because she was really, she was like, I don't know. But yeah, well, when you talk about stuff and you understand it so well, you make it sound awesome.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah.
No worries.
Okay.
And then I got to go back to the script, which is not what I wanted to do to begin with, so it was perfect.
Yeah, boom.
Maybe I just didn't even really want to be a warlock. Maybe I was just making it sound cool so that you would want to do it. That's not true. That's not true. Warlocks are awesome.
I believe that 100%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, my name's Travis from Oakland, California.
Best name ever!
I just want to say, I want to blame my girlfriend over there for getting me pretty much addicted to the show. And thank you for the show from you guys to get her playing D&D as well.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's terrific, I'm not serious. But this is for Travis. Do you have a list of suffixes for your Ford name to bug Matt, and I'm wondering how long you think it will take until he starts rolling dice again?
Yeah, bro. Of course we do. I mean, if we're going to throw a party, it's going to be a Ford Fiesta. Yeah, we got a list. If I can just dad joke pun him to death till the hair comes out, then I will have done my job.
I was not expecting the tough one though. That was
Ford Tough was
that
a,
was
yeah,
a
that
really
was
good one. Thank you. Yeah. Hi.
Hey guys, I'm Meg from Olympia by way of Oklahoma, and
Nice shirt.
Thanks. I wanted to know if there was a lot of pressure for you guys with the new campaign to make characters like similar or super different from the last campaign.
Good question.
Yeah, that is.
I feel like we put a lot of pressure on ourselves, you know, like a lot of us, well, in addition to just being like, I hope that you guys enjoy watching us be something different, there was also like, all of us had played that one type for so long, like, that it was interesting to try to do something completely opposite and see how that would work, and I think that's basically what all of us did, except for Sam. He still went little.
Well, yeah, a little in size, but he is playing a woman. Goblin.
Right, but little.
Oh, yes, but little.
Yeah,
we wanted to stay away from things that would be too similar, right? Just because it's D&D. You can make whatever you want.
Yeah.
So if we had something that was too close, we thought that would just be lazy. So we tried to get as wacky as we could.
It is really hard though, because some of the things, like our original characters, Vox Machina was basically like the characters that we just went to. Those were the ones that, the first things that popped in our head. This is a given, this is what I want to do, this is our natural instincts almost. And so to do this campaign and be so far from that is like the haggling. It's real hard, you know? Because I really do think that Matt sees it, and he knows that I'm not going to haggle as Jester, and he's totally taking advantage of us. Like, I know all the prices that he's saying are too high, and I can't do anything about it, and it's really difficult.
Matt's got to make his margins, babe. I mean, come on.
I know, that's the other thing. I'm like, why does it even matter to you, Matthew, what you're charging? It's fake money.
We'll ask him like right before a game. We're like, how much is just a regular healing potion? He's like, 40 gold. Cool. And then he's like, 50 gold in the game. I'm like, oh, you upmarket son of a...
Yeah. Thank you. Hi.
Hi, my name is Kelsey. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. Hi. My question for you.
You got a shirt too.
As voice actors, you have a lot of practice separating your character from the actor. In game, what advice would you give to other people to help them separate the player character from the player, and especially the NPCs and the evil big bad from the DM?
Great question. Our first episode of this campaign, I think, is a testament to how hard that can be, right? We're professional voice actors, but it was the first time that we were trying on those voices and personalities in front of everybody. Like, we didn't even know how it would sound. It could have been a chance that 3 of us sounded like not. You know, we didn't know. And we were timid, like, well, you weren't, but you played Jester once.
Twice.
Twice, that's
yeah.
right. But for Ford, like, I was like this shy cowboy.
Yeah, you were really shy in those
I was
first
so
couple.
quiet, because I just didn't know what I was doing. Same for Ashley, same for Liam. If you've noticed, his German accent has gone from being very subtle, which he thought was going to be good, to becoming very pronounced and strong. You just got to make bold choices, right? Like, especially in your game. Like, the part of D&D that I love the most is when things go wrong. And that can be everything from a dice roll to your accent choice to whatever, right? And I think you got to be able to celebrate that. Because if you're trying to be perfect or cool or like this ultimate warrior, you might achieve it, but otherwise you'll just kind of feel let down if things go wrong. So you should kind of enjoy the mess ups, right? Because that's where we all end up laughing the most. So I just think bold choices are good.
And I think as far as like separating your character from the player or the DM, I think that all comes with, you know, in the downtime, you know, when you're breaking character. Because for the most part, when we're not talking in character, we're not in character. I mean, some of us stay in character longer than others, but on like but on the break, like Liam always talking to German accent, we're like, dang man. But on the breaks, you know, then you get a chance to like goof around and talk, and like as far as things like that question earlier, like the romances and stuff like that, it all comes with, you know, just talking with each other and finding out what other people are comfortable with, and knowing, you know, knowing your group of friends and knowing that, like, is this acceptable, and like talking about it, and like knowing that your DM isn't out to kill you, your DM isn't out to get you, like he's out to make or she's out to make an amazing experience for the players, you know?
I don't know, maybe there are some DMs that are just out to kill you. Well then, sorry guys.
Yeah, so just joking around and talking with each other and figuring it out together.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kelsey.
It sounds like a good philosophy for life, not just
Yeah, honestly,
the game,
right?
you know what I mean? Just enjoying the times in between and the mess ups and going with the flow. Hi.
Hi, I'm Alan from Des Moines, Iowa. Be pleased. My question is, so one of the coolest things that, you know, about watching the show is learning more about D&D and things you can do, like the Heroes Feast. What comprises your ideal Heroes Feast? Oh, I got the ooh.
Mac and cheese. Root beer.
Phoebe Poe.
Go Phoebe Poe salad, absolutely. No veggies.
Oh man, I mean ultimate, like, you know, it's just energy, right? It doesn't actually like stay with you. Because like...
You're debating the caloric intake of the girl.
Yes. Because mine would literally just be cake and donuts and all sorts of sugars. Oh god, and like ice cream, because you gotta have the ice cream on it, like whipped cream to put on top of everything. Oh my god.
Can we pull from the Harry Potter world and just have butterbeer and the...
Yeah! You know, I always kind of pictured it every time we would have the Heroes Feast, which I always called Fancy Feast, because I got it mixed up in my head. I always pictured it like the freaking scene in Hook. Yeah, where it like slowly morphs into like whatever you want it to be, but it starts to just like... You're doing it, Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Alice, and I'm from Lakewood, Washington. And my question is in regards to the new baby. What character do you guys wish that the baby will roll?
Oh man, we rolled a character sheet for our announcement. Really? Did you guys see it?
Yeah, we did.
It was so, huh?
Yeah.
Of course I took a bite of the donut. I was like setting it up. I'm like, ooh, the donut needs now. Okay, there we go. No, because we were trying to decide the stats and everything, and then we're sitting at the table going, we should probably just roll.
We actually rolled, yeah.
Yeah, we rolled all of our baby stats. It's pretty great.
He's definitely going to be a berserker, barbarian, savage, pooflinger, I'm sure.
Originally, we had him as a rogue. And then, like, the more we thought about it, we're like, no, his class is baby right now. I think is probably more accurate.
You'll multi-class later.
That's right. Yeah. A paladin, wizard. Thank you.